Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. If you're new here, don't forget to hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications so you never miss an update. Today, we're diving into a hot topic. Senator John Kennedy's take on how the transgender agenda could impact women's sports. Kennedy made bold claims about the biological differences between men and women and how they affect athletic performance. Stick around as I break it all down in key points. Kennedy talks about the biological differences between males and females.
The debate that President Biden's rule has provoked could profit, it seems to me, from some facts. It begins in a mother's womb. Even before birth, it is a biological fact that baby boys begin developing different hormones and different skeletal structures in the mother's womb that help them outperform girls athletically. That's just a biological fact. Testosterone exposure in the womb alters brain development in boys. That's just a biological fact. Now, what does that do? That improves their motor skills vis-a-vis girls. And it improves their aggression and increases their aggression. Now, those are two traits that benefit competitive athletes. Boys also experience what the doctors and the scientists call a mini puberty, once again in the mother's womb, shortly before birth. That helps baby boys gain weight faster than baby girls once they're born. And that ultimately is what contributes to boys, generally speaking, being taller on average than girls. And that's the case, as we know, throughout life. The differences between biological males and biological females explode during puberty. Girls during puberty develop 14% smaller hearts. Their lungs are 12% smaller than girls. You cannot debate that. That's just a biological fact. That helps boys take in oxygen and pump blood more efficiently than girls can. That gives boys a clear edge in endurance sports like swimming, for example, cycling, rowing. Girls develop a wider pelvis. That decreases the amount of force their legs exert when they're lifting, when they're kicking, when they're pedaling. That's another relative disadvantage vis-a-vis boys or men when you compare female athletes to their male counterparts. Now, boys, in contrast, develop broader shoulders. A biological fact, folks. That allows them to make space for more upper body muscle mass and gives them a decided advantage when competing against a girl. It's hard to think. I can't think of a sport in which a higher muscle to fat ratio isn't helpful. The average boy will grow 5 inches taller than the average girl. It's just a fact. Even when men and women are the same height, men have higher levels of bone density, which helps them move more forcefully and to escape more injuries. Women are at a competitive physical disadvantage to men beginning in the mother's womb. And that's why we have had women's sports and men's sports. And that's why Congress passed Title IX, to try to provide equality for both. I do not hate anyone. I look for grace wherever I can find it. I understand that when I draw in breath, I'm sucking in mercy. I have great empathy for people who have gender dysphoria, and I hope they find peace in their lives.
Women's sports were created to provide equal opportunities for female athletes, recognizing that women face different physical challenges than men. Title IX was passed to ensure that women have a fair playing field. Kennedy's concern is that allowing biological males to compete in women's sports undermines this equality. Women's sports should remain a space where women can compete fairly without facing athletes who naturally have a physical advantage due to their biology. Kennedy's stance is clear. While he expresses empathy for those with gender dysphoria, he believes that allowing biological males to compete in women's sports will ultimately destroy the integrity of women's athletics. What do you think? Do you agree with Senator Kennedy's viewpoint? Or do you think more needs to be done to create an inclusive environment for transgender athletes? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. I'd love to hear what you think. And don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.